Right now we're on our way to the LA County Fair, and what's 80s about that? I mean, really nothing. It's just a good time, but they are currently having an exhibit on a retro item that most of us used to use back in the 80s and the 90s, and today we're going to get an exclusive look at that exhibit. So let's go see what we can find. So we're here now inside of the fair, and there's so much to see and do, but we're gonna start off by going to a typewriter exhibit. I'm sure you all remember typewriters. Most of us either had or used a typewriter in the 80s and 90s, and my buddy Aaron is actually the one who put the exhibit together, so let's go check it out. Don't forget, this is the very spot in Pee-wee's Big Adventure where Pee-wee goes running through the fairground. All right, I'm here now with Aaron, the mayor of Typtown, and right now we have exclusive access in here before anyone else gets inside and starts playing on these typewriters. You built all of this yourself?
I did. I built all this. It was quite a passion project. Off to the right and the left, we have a little bit of like photo ops for people, so you can come back and kind of take a glance back into maybe a typing class from like the 1930s. It's a nice little photo op. You can sit down with an actual typewriter, the same kind that they have in the classroom there.
So wait, this is a 1930s typewriter?
No, this is actually a lot older.
Wow.
This is over 100 years old.
How easy is it to repair these typewriters? Because I would assume, I would be worried having something this old out here for like little kids to be banging on and like spilling Slurpees in.
Yeah. Well, it is. I mean, typewriters are hard to repair because it's not like you go to Home Depot and just like get parts.
Right.
You know, so you do have to find parts for it. Something like this though, although it is very old and it looks like it should be worth, you know, millions of dollars, to be honest, like typewriters really aren't as rare as a lot of people think, unless it's like somebody's like personal typewriter, like Hemingway's, or like every household had one. And especially this one, this is the Underwood number 5. So this typewriter was one of the most produced typewriters of all times. So you like, there's millions of them out there. Another photo spot that people can come to, take a picture. And up top, the paper's kind of falling, but that was hand painted by Kathy Studios. We have a typing station for the kids. We always like allow, and we always want people to you know, be able to play with the typewriters and all that kind of stuff. So we're very hands-on. This is kind of our little like lights, camera, action, or lights, camera, type, should I say. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy from The Shining. That's probably one of the most famous typewriter movies I could find out there. Also, Misery is a huge one. If you think about like typewriters and kind of the evolution of typewriters, we really didn't get into computers until the 90s. So in the 80s, typewriters were still a major force. And not only were they a major force, it was kind of that crossover period, because from like the 80s going into the 90s, you're starting to get into typewriters, into like word processors, into like computers. So the 80s was a really interesting time for typewriters and then technology kind of merging together.
And something that you and I were talking about is, if you think about it, every movie that we love from the 80s, the 90s, and before, those were all written on a typewriter.
Yeah, a majority of them, I'm sure.
Something to think about. If it wasn't for these machines that are around us right now, well, I wouldn't say that some of our favorite 80s movies wouldn't exist, but these definitely helped in creating those movies?
Yeah. This is early, one of the very first electric typewriters.
Oh, really?
Early electric typewriter. Not the very first, but it's very, very early.
Around what year is this?
This one is 1925.
We were just talking about the movies Misery and The Shining and all that.
Yeah.
And I had brought up to you, like when I think of 80s movies with typewriters, another one that comes to mind is Funny Farm with Chevy Chase. And you were telling me that typewriter, that's an electric typewriter, and you were saying it's huge.
It is, yeah. It's a Selectric 3 that he uses in Funny Farm. It's good. It's about the size of this suitcase here almost. So it's literally it's about this
really
size. Yeah. Right here, these are kind of the nice, the higher end typewriters that we have. Some early machines right here. This is a Gold Royal if you're like a typewriter collector. That's kind of the Mount Everest of typewriters to own. This is a miniature of my shop downtown. So I have a vintage typewriter shop located downtown LA.
So if people wanted to come down and buy a typewriter,
yeah,
or even look at typewriters, they could go to your shop in downtown.
Yeah,
okay.
So we do sales, rentals, and repairs.
Now I was noticing that there's, for some reason, a blank space right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend like I don't know why that's empty.
We took a very special typewriter out of the high-end case to basically showcase a little bit closer and for you to actually type on.
For me?
For you, Kurt, just for you, because we know that you're 80s life, and that typewriter belongs to somebody who was pretty well known in the 80s and 90s, and now.
Corey Feldman?
Close. Keep going.
Not Pauly Shore.
No, a little bit before Pauly.
Okay.
Kind of same.
Like same level as Pauly?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
So to some people. Well, I'm going to show you right now. This guy is a huge typewriter collector, and he's. Bring it over here.
All right. Let's see. What do we got?
Bring it over to the typing table. This typewriter here is from the personal collection of Mr. T. Hanks. This was gifted to us from Tom. This is from his personal collection. He's like I said, kind of like our mascot when it comes to typewriters.
And are you servicing Tom Hanks typewriters?
Yeah, so we do. We work on his machines.
And has he by chance mentioned wanting to do a video with me on the Burbs?
Every day.
He has mentioned me.
Yeah, every single day. He's like, I can't wait to do a Burbs video with 80s life.
I knew it. All right. Me, you, Tom, we're going to make it happen in the Burbs. I don't even know when the last time was I used a typewriter. Like more than 20 years. But I'm going to do it on Tom Hanks' personal typewriter. There's Tom Hanks. It's weird because obviously I still type on things. I have a computer at home. But I feel like I don't know how to do this. So let's see. We got some little paper. That goes in there. No, I'm already messing it up. Hold on. Am I putting it in the wrong place? Is that where it goes?
There you go.
Yeah. See? And then how do we go back to the beginning? Oh, okay. My God, I do remember stuff. Okay, here we go. Tom Hanks typewriter. And you can probably tell by my amazing typing technique that I got an A+ in typing class. Perfect technique. Let's see. Look at that. 80s life rules. All right, Aaron, again, I want to say thank you so much for inviting us down here to Typtown, giving us a little history on typewriters. Again, machines that made a lot of stuff possible for us in the 80s. I mean, I mentioned movies, but I didn't even mention all of the great books. What's your favorite 80s book?
I think classic books of the 80s would be...
romance novels?
All romance novels.
Okay. We're going to put the links down here to get in touch with Aaron so you can come down and get yourself a typewriter.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Aaron.
Cool. Thank you, 80s Life.
You know, I was just looking at this piece of art up here, and I can't help but be reminded of something. What is the skate arcade? right, we gotta go check this out. And look at this. They've got an indoor skating rink and they've got some arcade games there in the back. I think they're newer arcade games, but still, this is really cool. Man, I wish I brought my skates with me. Wait, I take it back. They do have old school games. I saw these over here. That's actually just virtual reality. But over here, they've got old school arcade games, but that is not free. It says 10 bucks all day, and then you get an arcade wristband. You can stay here as long as you want and play the games. Really cool. So for some time now, the LA County Fair has been a big supporter of Southern California car culture, hot rods and lowriders and mini trucks. So it's cool that they have these banners hung up over here showing all the different lowriders, and then they've got some of those cars on display. I have not been in a car club for a while now, but the last couple of years that I was in a car club, I got to come here and display my vehicle at the fair and be part of the parade that they have that goes through the fairgrounds. Now right now this is kind of an off day. It's a Thursday morning, so not as many people here right now. This area is very quiet. If you were to come here on a Saturday or Sunday, this entire area would be packed with people. All of the clubs would be out here hanging out. There would be music blasting. They've actually got a little DJ setup right over here. They actually got a really cool DJ setup. And then I can see right down there some of the mini trucks. That's actually my old club, New Minis. All right, I think that's gonna do it for us for our trip to the fair. A short visit, but it's over 100 degrees today, so we've had enough. We went on some rides, we saw some stuff, we did some shopping. We had a good time. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.